હેલો દોસ્તો, હું છું પાર્થ દવે અને સિનેમા સાહિત્યમાં તમારું સ્વાગત છે. મેં એક બહુ જ સુંદર ફિલ્મ જોઈ છે ગોવા ફિલ્મ ફેસ્ટિવલમાં. અઝરબૈજાની ભાષાની તે ફિલ્મ છે. એનું નામ છે કોલ્ડ એઝ માર્બલ. તેના ડિરેક્ટર અને એક્ટ્રેસ જે મુખ્ય પાત્ર છે તે મારી સાથે છે. સો ફર્સ્ટ ઓફ ઓલ ઇટ્સ અ ઓસમ મૂવી. તો ટેલ અબાઉટ આઈડિયા ઓફ મૂવી, વેન યુ કેન conduct this idea.
First I will start the story of the movie. Story of the movie. It's a story of an unsuccessful painter whose life has changed after the release of his father from the jail, and the impact of this action, impact on the relationship between father and son, and the relationship between the guy and the girlfriend. The idea. I cannot say that there's a certain idea, but this is an author film, so it's his story. Probably he was impressed also. I mean, he inspired by this story, what happened in his life. So it must be connected something, not exactly his personal story, but something from his personal life.
And tell about casting of the movie, three men, woman and father.
The father was already, when he was writing the script, it was in his mind that
Okay.
I know the father, that's the father. So the script was the father. Sorry, how's it called? The character, father character was already kind of like written for that guy. So he's a really talented, very experienced actor. About the casting process, the director discovered her during the casting show. So usually, people in the industry, but director discovered her during the casting. I think she was the third actor who came for the for during the casting. About the guy, the first guy, and he was the second guy for the casting. So director chose between the two actors. He decided to stick with the main character.
How's your experience to doing this character? Experience of her
How was the experience to what?
doing this character?
Sizin üçün təcrübəsi necə idi? O obrazı canlandırmaq sizin üçün necə bir təcrübə idi?
It's like a gray shade character, right?
Like what?
Gray shade character. It's a negative and positive both.
I mean, for me, I believe for director also, there is no negative, no positive in the film. If you realize there are no names in the films. Father, son, and lover, and etc. So husband, and so it's like social roles. That's also another aspect that director wanted to underline. So it's. Coming back to the question, how was
Gray shade character. Yeah.
Gray shade character?
Gray shade. It's a positive and negative. Okay.
So it's like neither negative nor positive. Yeah. Obraz olarak yani nə mənfi nə də müsbət obrazdır o xanım orada filmdə. Mən dedim ki, heç bir obraz orada əslində nə mənfi, nə müsbət, hər nə öz hekayəsi və s. Sual isə belə ki, o obrazı canlandırmaq sizin üçün necə bir təcrübə idi?
Ayanı oynamaq çox maraqlı təcrübə idi və hesab eləyirəm ki, Ayan məndə natəvan olaraq nələrsə qatdı və bəlkə də bilmədiyim, özümdə bilmədiyim hər hansısa bir xasiyyətimi, hər hansısa bir zövqümü ola bilər ki, o obraz sayəsində ortaya çıxartdım və mən həqiqətən sevdiyim obrazdır. Mən Ayanı sevirəm.
I'm not a translator. Like I'm a professional translator, so I'm trying to briefly to translate. So it was a good experience, and it was interesting to play that act in that role. But also when I was acting as her name is Ayan, by the way, acting as Ayan, I also gained something from that character to my personality. It had also effect on me. Like the story of that girl also impressed my personal life, or maybe some behaviors in my life.
it is a main character of movie. It's a center character, I think. Actually, three of his
Yeah, it's like a story
But-
of three people,
yeah.
but the main character in the story who remains alive in the end is the. Oh, sorry for the spoiler, but yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
What is the difficult part of doing this character? I want to ask her.
Şeyin bu obrazı canlandırmanın ən çətin şeyləri hansı idi?
Obraz olaraq, yoxsa
Obraz olaraq, yəni o da ssenaridə obraz olaraq sənin üçün ən çətin olan şeylər o obrazı da yaratmağın ən çətin tərəfi hansı idi? Və yaxud da tərəfləri var mıydı?
var idi, üstə elə şeylərdir ki, deyil.
O şey səhnələrdən əlavə. Onu sosial şeylə bağlayıb deyə bilərəm ki, yəni asan deyil Azərbaycanda və xüsusilə dövlət
Yox,
filmi.
belə o səhnələrin çətinliyi ilə bağlı yox. O deyir ki, yəni obraz kimi mənə oynamaq, hansı səhnəni,
Aha.
aktrisa kimi oynamaq.
O obrazın hansı tərəflərini canlandırmaq sənin üçün çətin idi?
Ayanın fikirləşirəm ki, mən fikirləşirəm ki, maraqlı qadındır və bu belə bir maraqlı qadını yaratmaq mənim üçün çətin idi. Hansı ki, həm çox soyuq və həm belə vetsizdir, amma eyni zamanda nəsə var ki, ona qarşı belə maraq var. Bunu yaratmaq mənim üçün çətin idi. Hansı ki, məqsədim və istəyim bu idi ki, belə bir obraz yaradım ki, hansı ki, həqiqətən maraqlı bir qadın olsun. Yəni o qadın heç nə eləməsə belə, prosta oturanda, prosta nə bilim, prosta gedəndə yaxşı mənada diqqət çəksin. Yəni soyuq, bəlkə biraz sərt, amma eyni zamanda çox maraqlı.
Okay, as a character, what was my task like to create this character? She is very cold-blooded with almost no emotions. Like it's really like not easy to create this character with no emotions. Like usually in the film you have to show the emotions. Like here you have to hide your emotions, and also at the same time to create a character which is with no emotions but also seems attractive. So somehow I should create this feeling on the audience that this is with no emotion, the character with no emotions, but also she has. There is something that makes her kind of mystics, mystics, which is the hardest part of this creating this character.
Great. And did you watch Indian movies?
Did you what?
Indian movies?
Yes,
Are you
of
watching?
course. I mean-
Which movies can you?
Okay, I don't. I haven't watched for the. I think the last one I watched Indian movie was about the guy who comes from another planet, and it's about religion, like believing in religions. He goes to questions all the religious.
PK? Amir Khan?
Yeah. I think he's like weird guy. Yeah, I think that was the last Indian one. But the first ever movie I watched in my life was Indian. How? Back in the 90s, when I was a little kid, and we had only one TV channel, the state channel, and they had movie nights every Monday evening, and we had Indian films, which has a lot of dancing and happy scenes, and we were always waiting for that night to watch the Indian movies. So that's why even when I was a kid, I was like, wow, such beautiful girls, so cute, so beautiful. My mom said, okay, you'll marry Indian girl. She was making that joke, and I was sending videos to my mom saying, oh, hey, look, I'm in India, but I'm married. So that was a joke. Yeah, of course we watched a lot of the Indian movies.
Thank you. Thank you
you
so
very
much.
much for
Thank
the
you.
interview.
Thank you.